Hey guys, the prince is here again, and I want to quickly touch this. I want to talk about time. And when you look at what time is a indefinite, continuous existence of the future event as a whole. And when you look at it, time, the way we look at time, the way we value our time, the way we see time, we see it as a longevity. Because why? Even when we sleep, we do everything we do. The time does not stop. And that's why human being thinks as if they have every time in the world, because time does not stop. Forgetting that as the time is tickling and moving, your own time is getting up. And what that tells you is that we need to try in as much as possible to understand what time is. Now, I always say this: never joke with time. Time is not what you need to joke with. In as much as every day counts, it's telling you that you have limited time to spend on earth. And even when you go, another person is coming. The other person's time to start counting. But what matters most is, most of the times we are here, what are we doing with our timing? Some things you want to do that you procrastinate so much about, to say, well, I'm still going to do it. This is the time. You don't have that time. This is the time. And what I want you to know about time is a free gift of nature. And as beautiful as it looks like, we still need to understand how much more its impact to our life. What time does to our life is the structure of our movement. It gives us, look at it, for example, we wake up every blessed day, we don't have no work, nothing to do. Time structures our movement chart on earth. You know when to go home, you know when to be at home, you know when to be at work, you know your duties are well assigned. But people are still messing around with time because they don't know the value and what time could do into their life. And that time is like what time does in most of our plans in life. What tries to bring most of our plans into existence is time. And what we don't know either by the future occurrence or the present occurrence. And that's why for you to have a very good future occurrence, you have to make sure that the present ones you have, you guide it jealously. Time is not yours. You met timing before you came to earth, and you are going to live it even when you are going. But what the question I want us to understand is, what do you want to do with our time? What are you doing with your own time? Are you playing around with your time? Have you been able to sit down and structure how the time of your life should look like? What is the structure? For every organization you see today, they have a structure. Every structure comes from timing. This is when you have to resume work. This is when you have to have your lunch. This is when you have to... Because why? Without all those factors, our life will be miserable. That shows you the importance of time into our destiny. That shows you the importance of time into our daily activities. That shows you the importance of time into what we do every blessed day. I discovered that some of you, when you are in your 18, 19, 20s, what you look at is that you have every time you have. Have you seen people that are 50, 60 years? Do you see what they say to their life? They say, if I could still go back and change the time, but the time is no more there. So it tells you whatever we're doing is we're doing well. This is the time for you to start. Because what pains most people most time is when they get to age 40 and age 50 and they look back for the things they need to have acquired, for the experience they need to have gathered, for the things they need to have done, and you are struggling to do it at age 60. That's one of the most painful experiences in life. And that's why parents and elders, what they say is, if I have known, I should have done this at my 30s. Because why? Whatever time you waste, you can't regain it back. Nobody has ever wasted your time. You can never regain that moment. Because why? For you to regain a moment, you need more time. How do you regain a moment? You need more time, and that time is not even ascertained for you that you can regain it. Time. Look at that word, time. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your time? Let me tell you, some of you, what you do with your time is sleeping. And what you have forgotten that the number of times you are going to spend when you die, you are going to sleep more than the time you've lived on earth. Time is not what you need to waste. Time is a memory lane. Every time shows a memory lane of our activities. Somebody needs to fall back to time and say, that's why I said, is what indefinite continuous existence of the future and events. People go as a whole. That's time. When they say somebody should come and capture what has this man done with his life, they go back to time. When 1986, that's time. In the year 2004, the timing will be there. And that is why we need to make sure that we guard our time judiciously. We guard our time jealously. Never allow any human being mess with your time, because your time is the future. Time is our future, where your existence and everything you have to do on earth, everything lies on time. And whatever we do now is what people are going to speak about. If you look at yourself, either from age 1 to 20, some of you say, I'm still very young. But you don't know that is when you need to start. The journey has started. Why? Because some are running at 40, what they need to do at 20. Some at 60, what they need to do at 40, they are doing it at 60. What some need to do at age 60, they are doing at 80. It tells you, for every time you waste, you can never regain it. Show me a man that only understands the importance of time. They are always at the back. Show me a man that does not understand what timing is. Show me a man that timing has not been part of your curriculum. Show me a man that does not understand the do's and don'ts of timing. Show me a man that doesn't want to reconcile with time. Do you know what they do? They look for luck. They are the man that looks for luck. Because why? They don't understand that most of the opportunity you want in life is inside timing. Opportunity doesn't just come. It comes with preparation and timing. When you need to be at a place, at the time you need to be at a place, you need to be there. That is why when people talk about timing, they talk about favor. How does favor happen to a man's life? It comes with timing. Where you need to be, when you are there where you need to be, that is when favor comes, and everything comes with timing. And that's what I always tell people. For those of you that you are given time to do things and you give excuses, I say this a lot. Excuse is the language of failure. Excuse is not in the basic diary of success. For any human being to work with their time, you need to stand fit. Stop giving excuses to get what you want. Excuse is a language of failure. Excuses is not in the basic diary of success. If you really want to make it out, stop those excuses. Work with your time, because that time, don't forget that by the time you are waiting, your time is not waiting. Why are you waiting? When your time is not waiting, why are you waiting? Most of the things you need to have achieved in 2 years ago, because why? You have them at the palm of your finger, but you are not doing it. You just left them there because you think you still have time. The time does not wait for time waits for no man. Today is like this because it's like this because time is moving. We are where we are today because time has elapsed us. What tells us is that we need to guide our time jealously. And for some of us, what we do about time, or what we don't understand about time, is said, how do you enjoy your time? For every time you enjoy is not a waste. For every time you enjoy on earth, let me go there for you. For every time you enjoy on earth is not a waste. Either you're drinking, look at it. What I'm doing right now, see, it's not a waste. For every time you enjoy your life, it's not a waste. Never, when somebody is telling you you're wasting your time, look at the activities of what you've done with your life. For every time you enjoy, you put things together, you try to make sure things work in pari passu. What you are doing then is that you are not wasting time, because those times you can't regain them back. Never mess up your time. You will never be here for 200, 300 years. In the next 100 years, if you are not careful, you may not be here, and somebody is trying to write your autobiography. What I'm trying to tell you is this: let's sit down. Let's understand what time brings. Time is value. When you see a man that understands time, they understand values, they understand capacity, they understand tenacity, they understand moderacy, they understand durability, they understand creativity, because they understand timing. Timing is the one that gave birth to most of the activities we do now. What gave birth to them is timing. You see people in different crafts, it's timing that gave birth to that. Timing is part of our lifestyle. Timing is part of the lifestyle of human existence. Since the day you are giving birth to, that's why they start counting. Age 1, age 2, age 3, age 4, age 5, age 6. Till the time you are going to stop at a particular age. And they now say it's no more. And everybody start crying. Because why? Your time has elapsed. Is that time you want to keep wasting? that is not yours. Time is like a breath. It's like our soul. When we are no more here, our own time has ended. For the fact that you are here, you need to start and work with that time. That is when you are writing your own story. Time is what is going to write your story. Time is what is going to tell people about you when you leave here. Time is what is going to speak about who is this person. We have people, we still hear their names till now. And if not for timing and records, how do we still have them? If you talk about records, you're talking about timing. If you talk about scholars, you're talking about timing. If you talk about great scholars of the world, you're talking about timing. That is not what you need to joke with. Timing is a powerful tool we need to reconcile with as human beings. Time. Some are still here procrastinating what they want to become. You don't have all the whole day. You don't have all the whole year. What you need to do with your time is understand that immediately you wake up, time keep on ticking. At a point in time, it was 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9. Keep on moving. That is the way our life is moving in a circle. And when our life gets tired, what happens? It stops. But time never stops. Time never stops everywhere in the world. It's like that. Because the time is aligned with our future. The time is aligned with our existence. The time is aligned about we as human beings. Because we have the time is going to elapse. How can you joke with time? Some people at the 25, 30, they still look at themselves and say, we still have the whole day. You never have that time. What you need to do is check yourself. At age 25, what are the things I've lost? Can you still regain them back? If you can't regain them, work towards it. At age 30, what are the things I've lost in my age 29 to age 20? At age 40, what are the things I've lost at age 39 to 30? At age 50, what are the things I've lost from age 49 to 40? At age 60, what are the things I've lost from age 59 to 50? That is the way time moves. At the point in time you are 16 years old, how old are you now? You are not that 16 years anymore. That's time. It's telling you, you need to step up. Time tells you to step up. Time tells you to regain. Time tells you the activities of what you still need to put in front of you. Your destiny is in your hand. When they're talking about that, your destiny lies in your hand, they're talking about time. How can you speak about a man's destiny without speaking about time? Because you never even know the time frame you have here. You don't even know. And for the fact you don't know, that is why make sure your name has a record on it. When somebody hear your name, how do they feel when you are no more here? And they go back to your time. They say, when he was here, this is what he does. He's very social, he's very this. Because time keeps records. For every good things that have happened in the universe, they happen by time. Even the Guinness Book of Record works with time. To tell you how important time is. If the Guinness Book of Records still works with time, it tells you how much more time is important to the universe. You want to set a record? Tell me a man that does not have time while setting a record. You can never achieve anything. Time is life. Time is a breath. Time is money. Time is patience. Time is love. Time is everything to mankind. Time is an organization. For a good organization to bring better results and positive things to their management and staff, they need to work with time. Time works with targets. Time works with everything. In every modus operandi of life, everything works with time. Don't joke with your time. Don't sleep on it. This is the Prince Words. God bless you.